All right, coming at you live from Lake Norman, North Carolina. Here we are back, episode 11. It is right, guys, right? 11.
Yep. Double ones.
Yeah, we're going to go around the horn. I'm Doug.
I'm Steven.
And I'm Justin.
And today we are having a first here on the podcast. We have a guest with us today. And he is, I guess we would say, probably one of the main reasons we all got together, which might be good or bad. But we'll introduce he's involved with the Lake Norman Riot, who we're members with, and we're going to take it away. Chris, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, hey, I'm Chris Harmon. You can find me on Twitter, KeyPounding84. Charlotte native. Been around the Charlotte area all my life. Big Charlotte sports fan. All the Charlotte sports, basketball, football, soccer, everything. Been in the Lake Norman area for 17 years and Mooresville the last 15.
Good spot.
Wow.
At Motown.
It's come a long way. Downtown is taken off.
Dirty Mo.
As I like to refer to Chris, the mayor of Mooresville.
Mayor of Mooresville.
And I will note that me and Chris went to the same high school. Only I opened the high school back when it was dirty.
No,
HUHS.
There's no way because it must have been made out of rocks when you were there.
Well, when I was there, it was the schoolhouse where it's just the bell at the top and it's one classroom. Harry P. Harding in Charlotte, North Carolina.
So you didn't open it, almost.
Yeah.
My grandmother went to school there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Chris is a fellow Ram. So we both also graduated from UNC Charlotte. So
Go Niners.
Can't get rid of this guy.
No.
Let's go App.
Oh God! Okay, Chris, go ahead and take him out. But no, I mean we're happy to have Chris. We've been trying to get him on for a while. He's a busy guy, So I mean, we don't pay that well. So Chris checks in the mail. But yeah, Chris, we're gonna just go around the horn here and just ask you a few questions. Particularly in the things you're involved in. I know you're involved with Charlotte FC, fan group as well. So I guess just. If you would just explain to us how you got involved with Lake Norman Riot and how all that went down.
All right, so I noticed I've been a Roaring Riot member since 2014, 2015. It's been a while. Been a good ride. And I'd always signed up for the Lake Norman chapter, but they had a Facebook account. Nothing was ever posted. They didn't have a Twitter account, nothing on Instagram. And I saw all these other chapters posting stuff, and they're doing watch parties, and I'm like, why aren't we doing this? So I reach out to Jamie Pruitt with the Riot, and he said, take it over, dude. Take it over. And I was muddling over, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to commit. I've never done anything like this. And he hit me up. He was actually doing a concert in town. He's a musician.
Right.
So I went and watched the show, and afterwards he said, let's go grab a beer. It's actually at Ghostface Brewery in Mooresville. And over a beer and pizza and about 10 minutes of conversation, he's like, dude, you want to do it? You're doing it. I got you the Facebook credentials, launch your Twitter account, and that was it.
Yeah, nice.
It took off.
Yeah, and I could verify what Chris said. I mean, myself and my wife, we were interested in we noticed that it was a dead chapter. And we had talked about it, and I saw where Chris had posted on Twitter that he was taking it over, and I contacted him, and that's how I got hooked up with Chris. So.
Yeah. Well, I've known Chris for years. We our work kind of brings us together sometimes. And, Kevin, your vice president and, a good friend of the show told me about it. And, I started following and I saw all this. I didn't even know you're the president yet. I went and looked on the Instagram page. I'm like, is that Chris? I zoomed in.
Is it that Chris?
I was like, that's Chris. I was like, I'm not going now. No, I'm just kidding. But ever since then, I'm like, we've had such a blast at watch parties and social media. Your game is fantastic. You're all over it. But yeah, you've really turned this around from what I've heard from you and Doug.
Yeah, it was dead.
Yeah, it was just a dead chapter. And so what I've seen since, it's alive and growing.
When I took it over, it was about 6 months from actually ceasing to exist. So after so much inactivity, they take you down off the website and you're no longer an official chapter.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, and that's the thing, we cut up. We've known Chris. We all, cut up and pick at each other. But, I mean, he's done a good job with the chapter. I mean, one thing about Lake Norman Riot, and just looking at the other chapters, this is not a competition or anything, but we're pretty active. And I found it funny when I was in Dallas a couple weeks ago. I actually had a couple of people from Moore's 100 will come up and go, I didn't know there was a Lake Norman chapter. And we were like, what?
How do you not know
are
that?
you not on social media? Because there's no way you couldn't know.
Chris is all over that.
But we talked it up, and they, said they were going to come to a couple of watch parties. So, and Chris, one of the things that I keep telling people, even though it's kind of centered in Mooresville. We stress the Lake Norman part of it. Cornelius, Denver, anything around the lake. We try to get people involved. So
definitely. Well, so what made you become a sports fan? Like, did you grow up playing sports, or?
I grew up playing baseball. Played baseball since as long as I can remember. Dabbled in football a little bit, but baseball was really where I played. Grew up in sports. I say I was a football fan growing up. Washington football team.
Yep.
Oh, thank you for saying correctly.
Washington football team.
What did he say?
The WTF, WFT, whatever it is. My dad was the fan, so I had the gear. But let's see, what was that? 11 years old when the Panthers came to town, and I was hooked.
Oh my God!
So he's old too.
And my dad dropped all the other affiliation. He's like, no, we're from Charlotte. Charlotte Panthers are our team.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
But before, that was Panthers story. But Charlotte Hornets, I've been going to games.
Yeah.
My grandfather took me to games at the old Coliseum.
Right.
I have so many memories going to games. I have a memory of actually, grandfather got up to go to the restroom, left his beer sitting there.
Oh, please tell me you chugged it.
I took a sip of it and about threw up. I was like 10 or 11 years old.
And look at you now.
And look at him now, Justin. So you're blaming your granddad.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that was my first taste.
Hey man, it
of beer.
happens.
Yep.
It happens to the best of us. So you said something about baseball. Who's your team? Who do you pull for?
Honestly, I don't have a major league team.
Come on.
If you had to pick one,
If I had to pick one, it would be the Baltimore Orioles. And the reason, the reason, there's a reason behind it.
Okay.
Is I have been to 6 Orioles games. So through connections at work,
Yeah.
we have locations there. I get to go to a lot of games. I've been to some Nationals games too.
Yeah, I thought Chris was a Nationals fan. I
well,
gotta be honest.
So I've been to several Nationals games, but I'd been to more Orioles games, and I could have jumped on the bandwagon the year they won the series recently, but I'm like, I don't want to be that person.
Right.
So I'm still holding out for Charlotte to get an MLB team in the next 10 years.
I think we all are.
Absolutely.
So I'm trying not to tie my,
And I don't
Give
blame
them one team,
and I don't blame you saying I don't want to say I'm an Orioles fan because they're not very good, but
you don't say.
They have a history.
but I mean cool. I mean that's good to know. I never knew what kind of Major League Baseball team you pull for. So
Cal Ripken Jr. Played in Charlotte. Charlotte previous affiliation was the O's.
Yeah,
Oh,
Charlotte. They were called
Charlotte.
O's.
It was
okay.
that was the farm team.
I didn't know that.
Old Crockett Park. I mean, I actually played in that park.
Shit.
So, and it's no longer there. It burned down.
Yep.
oh
So
Probably
I think Chris.
Then
did.
they moved to Fort Mill.
His granddad left a cigarette in there or something. No, I'm just kidding.
and then Chris tried to smoke it,
So-
dropped it.
Hey, mystery solved. But yeah, and there's a lot of people in Charlotte who have that Oriole thing because of
Gotcha.
that.
I never knew that.
Yep.
Fun fact of the day.
Well, Chris, I want to kind of know, don't you do that.
Get me all excited.
You're not
Your
a,
hands to yourself.
yeah, you're not as old as Dougie over here, and we know that.
Hey, easy.
Well, we already talked about the school and everything, so people already know it.
You old fuck.
Yeah, but you are, up there, Grandpa. No, I'm just fucking with you. What's your favorite sports moment? It could be, drinking the beer your grandpa left there or something, but
Burning down the stadium.
Chris, do you know what kind of beer it was?
It was a Budweiser. It had to be Bud Heavy. It had to be.
Hell yeah.
Fun fact.
It was either that or a PBR.
oh god,
Oh my God.
Favorite sports moment? No. Steve Smith, the touchdown against the Rams, St. Louis Rams. I was on the couch with my dad watching that game.
Ex-clown.
That's it. Ex-clown.
That's got to be up there with everybody.
So I've always said they needed to have a statue of Steve
Yeah.
Smith with his arm stretched out.
Yeah.
I think that's what the next statue should
When
be.
they do his, that's what it should be.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I've got another one. What's your go-to beer?
You guys know I'm a craft beer drinker. You give me
Yeah.
a hard time because
Yeah.
I don't really.
You are a craft beer
kiff,
snob.
I kiff not craft beer snob, whatever you want to call it. I skip on domestics. I try to support the local breweries.
Right.
And I'm not. No, I've have plenty of local beer that sucks. So,
Mm.
go-to beer has got to be Noda Hop Drop and Roll.
Okay, cool.
West
Good
Coast
beer.
IPA.
All right, Noda, sponsor us. We'll sponsor Chris at least, and then he can sponsor us.
And we met the Noto
Yeah,
guys at the
Ryan.
yeah, Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan.
Friends of the show.
Absolutely, up at On Tap.
Definitely.
So we sport Noto. I mean, we all of us. I think, Chris, you opened up my garage refrigerator. I think you saw I support Noto. There's plenty out there.
Well, after I buried myself in all the beer that fell out on me. Then,
So, but no, that's okay. Hop, drop, and roll. Okay. What else? What you got? You got anything else for Chris?
Yeah, I mean, just a couple simple questions like, who's your favorite Panther player of all time?
Cam
That's
Newton.
a good one.
Cam Newton?
Cam Newton.
Cam.
Hands down.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I was thinking a little more old school, but
I'm following that up.
That's-
Who do you
that's
think's gonna be the first Panther Hall of Famer?
Peppers.
Pep. That's what I said.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I think it is too. Who do you think, Justin?
Steven.
Steven. Me?
Steven is.
Oh hell yeah. Let's go, guys.
Stephen A. Smith.
Steven.
What the fuck did you just say?
Steve Smith.
Okay, I got one for him. All right. All-time favorite Hornet. Or Hornet/Bobcat.
Muggsy Bogues.
Muggsy.
Yeah,
Muggsy.
you can't go
Okay.
wrong, Muggsy.
Or Dale Curry. I love the three-pointer.
Dale, I mean that's the old school, man.
That's
Like you
old
said,
school.
we used to go to the old hive.
Larry
know,
Johnson Morning.
I got Kelly
Kendall
Trapuka.
Gill. I got a picture.
Kelly Trapuka.
I got a picture with Kelly Trapuka.
He was the first one that modeled our uniform.
I was on my dad's shoulders.
Yep.
I'll bring the picture in.
Oh, there you go. Hell yeah.
So, I guess Hornet wise, yeah. I mean, that's what I was trying to think of. Something else Hornets.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you even said the Hornets.
Yeah, I know.
Usually
Usually I
say
say Panthers.
usually fucking that one up.
But
there,
yeah, I
doesn't
mean, y'all were joking about age wise. One thing
Just joking, Doug.
that kills me with Chris and you guys. I mean, y'all know y'all are my kids. I graduated high school in '84. That's when Chris was born. I mean, so
it? Hey, what were we
I
doing?
can't get away from this, man.
What were we doing in '93?
In '93,
Yeah. Getting married.
me and my wife got married. So
Kudos to that.
here we go.
All right.
I mean,
Said
I'm
93, I'd be in
sorry.
fourth grade.
I'm sorry, guys, for being so old.
It's okay, man. We still love you.
And it is my birthday next month, so all the friends of the show, don't
So,
forget that.
are you gonna be like one of those people? It's my birthday month.
Yeah, there you go.
I
get a
won't
present
forget
every
this
day.
one.
November
I get a present every day.
Halloween like officially finished. It's my birthday month, bitches.
Good lord,
That's my wife.
that was Steven's
Then she
voice.
broke out.
Steven's
Then
voice.
she broke out. It's my birthday year.
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck? It's everybody's birthday year.
So what going back with what Chris also does. Chris, you're involved with a couple other groups too. So talk about those because they're Carolina based.
I'm sure. So the
Shaw FC.
Yeah, the biggest one I'm involved right now is Mint City Collective, and it was actually started, co-founded by Zach Luttrell, who obviously is behind the Roaring Riot.
Right.
And it was, and that started before Charlotte FC was even announced.
Right.
Hey, Charlotte's going to David Tepper says he's getting an MLS
Right.
team, and if you look at David Tepper's track record, if
You
he
knew
says
it-
he's
you
going
knew
to
it was
do
coming.
it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So
When he
let's,
says it, it will come.
You
so
know
let's
why?
get on the ground
Because
running. Money talks.
money talks.
Yep. So we got on the ground running with that, and I got involved before the team started. And it's the same thing. Supporters of MLS, one of the supporters groups. So soccer world's a lot different. So what we're doing with the Roaring Riot, that's rare in NFL.
Oh,
Right.
it is.
There is two other clubs. One that's just as organized as in Jacksonville, and their name's slipping on my mind right now. Philadelphia's got a strong group as well,
Urban's Army.
but that's a different topic.
I'm sorry. Did that?
Urban's tight ends.
Hey, tech guy, edit that.
But with soccer, with MLS, we've got what you would call the end zone, but behind one of the goals is a supporters section on the east end zone. Supporters, it's stand up only. We've got smoke bombs. We're going to be waving flags, doing chants and singing and jumping up and down and just
People going shirtless.
going nuts,
Going crazy.
going shirtless. Full body paint,
Hell yeah.
drums. It's a party.
Oh, dude,
It's a party.
let's do it.
And really, the idea of Roaring Riot, a lot of it came from look at these soccer style supporters group. Can we bring something like that to football?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some of these, like especially in like the World Cup and stuff like that. I know
yeah,
that's a
it's
little
crazy.
bit different, but
Yep.
it's like, dude, the crowds are going
Oh, yeah.
nuts.
It's an event, no
yeah,
doubt.
it's
So
nuts.
There's a big soccer game coming up. It's a friendly, so a friendly is like a scrimmage.
Yeah.
Doesn't count for anything, but it's Mexico and Ecuador. And there'll be 65,000 people at
yeah.
that stadium. I got a ticket. We're right behind the supporters group. We're not in the supporters, but right behind them. So
Oh, sweet.
Did we just learn a soccer term?
Yeah, I think so.
It's a
friend-
what?
It's a
What's
friendly.
it called
It's
again?
a friendly.
friendly.
and
Friendly.
that's an exhibition.
Exhibition
friendly
type
match.
game, but it can happen
Oh.
at any time.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
it's like a pickup game.
Fun fact.
So we
Two
do
countries are like, hey, you want to play some soccer?
Hey, man.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, we'll see you,
You
on
want
the
to be
5th.
friends?
Yeah, we'll see you on 5th.
No.
We'll see you on the 5th.
Here, I can have you. You can speak in like soccer professionals
Oh my
here
God.
in no time.
Yeah, exactly.
So
man.
the field is called a pitch.
Okay.
Pitch. Okay.
What else we want to do? A jersey, a kit.
Okay.
But
knew
the
that.
kit doesn't necessarily mean the jersey. It's the shorts, the socks.
So it's the whole.
so it's
It's the
the whole
everything.
uniform.
It's the whole ensemble.
So if somebody says the kit, they could be talking about just the jersey, the top, or
you notice I didn't say uniform.
yeah.
so. That's all you need to know.
Kit.
Pitch,
That's-
pitch, and kit. That's all you
So
need to know.
friendly, pitch,
Cool.
and kit.
Yeah, there you go.
What's
Cool.
the
That's
ball?
it.
What's the ball called?
Ball.
Oh, okay.
Soccer ball. So
And it's football, and the term soccer is not American. I know the rest of the world
Right.
gives United States a
Football.
hard time.
football.
But soccer actually came from the UK. It stands for Association Football. It came out of the word association. It was
Okay.
abbreviated. So soccer was used as the term in the UK until the 80s, until they dropped it and went back to football.
Football.
And we got a
Foosball.
history teacher here.
I feel like I'm on the History Channel.
Okay,
right now.
but we talked about that we need this
Yeah,
because
no, yeah.
we're Chris might he might be our research guy.
He's our local expert.
So
It's only football if you're in a Hispanic country.
yeah, there you go.
It's football everywhere else.
So in the future, when we're on the show, like have Chris on speed dial. Hey Chris, what's going on with that?
What's the ball called? again?
And yeah, what's it called again?
Ball.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And you're also involved with the group we've mentioned a lot, the Lake Norman Caniacs.
Yes, sir. So-
Which we are all involved in,
Yeah.
and we're going to hit on that because we're going to go to hockey in a second. But you're involved in that as well. I think you run the IG, the Instagram.
Yeah, I'm trying to let Kevin. Kevin this was Kevin's idea, and,
Right.
and I told him, I said, frankly, I don't have the time to do anything else. I'll help you
Yeah.
out wherever I can. This was his idea. He said, well, we get people together to watch Panthers games. There's
Right.
all of us like hockey. Why can't we get together and watch hockey? Let's do it.
Yeah. So that's pretty much a lot of the stuff that Chris is involved in. But yeah, all of us, it all kind of bleeds and interacts. I guess it all, entangles each other. We're all involved in all that. So, any other questions for Chris? Chris, you have anything else?
I don't think so.
You're not going to talk about what great guys we are?
Everybody knows that.
It's gonna be a shout. That's gonna be a shout out.
Shout out later.
If they're
So-
listening, they already know.
That's why we brought you on the show.
Stroke our ego, please.
All right,
what?
so Chris,
Everything.
I'll sign your shit. I don't care.
all I know is I heard stroke, and I don't want to talk anymore about that.
Leave it to Steven.
So Chris will be with us the rest of the episode. We're gonna go. We going straight into hockey. Is that what we're gonna do? We're gonna talk about Hornets.
We're gonna go to
Yeah.
Hornets. Yeah, we're
All
gonna
right, we'll
talk
talk a
about the
little
Hornets.
bit about the Hornets. I told Steven, please mention this because I know it's a friendly exhibition.
It is. Kinda. Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
was you impressed with
I
that?
like that,
I was
kinda.
listening. My wife's going. He never listens.
Yeah.
But yeah, talk about a little bit about the Hornets, Steve.
Well, we got our ass beat by the Grizzlies.
Yeah, it was bad.
Since the last podcast, last episode. Lost by 30, 128 to 98. There's only two standouts that I saw. Terry scored 21 points, had 5 assists. Book Knight had 17 points.
Right.
1 of 4 from 3. They are playing tonight against the Heat. They just started probably about 10 minutes ago. So the Heat's always been played as tough, especially in the regular season, the postseason.
Came into the league with us.
Yeah.
They're like our
Yeah.
Cardinals.
That's
They
correct.
are. That's very correct.
Yeah.
But
Cardinals.
going into the Heat game, I'm sorry, we do have some injuries. Terry's out, sprained his ankle, and then we have Gordon Hayward out. Shocker.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, Mason Plumlee is out, and then Kelly Oubre is also out.
Uber's out. I didn't
Yeah.
see that.
So
Going back to Book Night though, that's off the bench. We really need that, like those scoring off the bench.
Yeah.
I like that he's showing up.
no, I do agree on that. I think it's gonna take the Malik Monk kind of roll over. We can't lose Scary Terry. I mean, Scary Terry's production is ridiculous. I think he's probably one of the most underrated players in the NBA right now, especially because LaMelo Ball gets a lot of our, media and a lot of the attention that we get. But our first game is coming up. It is against the Pacers on the 20th.
9 days.
So, yep.
9 days away.
Yep. So the regular season is hot on the trail. Do you have any thoughts about the Hornets? Justin, Chris.
Justin
you got
does.
anything?
I know Justin does.
Yeah, so I'm going to plug another group. I'm a member of. I'm not running things or anything, but
Which I haven't joined yet, but I have I've looked into it.
The Crown Club.
Yes.
So if you're familiar with Bring Back the Buzz, they started back when the Bobcats were sucking it up, and
Oh, yeah.
Right.
the New Orleans dropped the Hornets name. They switched to Pelicans, and we got to bring the Hornets name back to Charlotte. That's where it
Yeah.
belongs.
Yeah,
Should've
exactly.
never
So they
left.
started that movement, and they've been doing that for I don't know how many years it's been since we've been the Hornets. It's been a while now, but they spun off, and actually this is a co effort with the Roaring Riot. So there's a new club
Sweet.
called the Crown Club. So
Crown
similar to Roaring Riot, membership dues and all that stuff. You get your shirt, your stickers, and all that stuff. Your patch, your membership card. But on game days, free food every home game
What?
with members. Free food every home game with members at the local, which is right on 5th Street, right beside the arena.
Okay, I definitely look into that one.
Drink specials, and if you're coming to the home opener next Wednesday, may or may not see Mr. Michael Jordan there.
Okay, cool.
Oh my god,
Is that MJ?
he's a legend. Oh wait, Michael Jordan, the owner and the famous basketball player,
Or
and,
the lineman.
the GOAT, or the lineman that used
Or
to
the
play for the
linemen
Panthers.
that we keep signing and cutting and signing and
you
cutting.
got to make sure we got the right one.
Yeah.
Because both are in town.
Both are in town. Good chance one of them stops by.
There'll be a Michael Jordan there.
There will be a Michael Jordan there at some
May not be
point.
the one you're thinking of, but it's okay.
Now, some of the other perks, Chris, and I had seen this on Twitter. Isn't there a deal where, like, if you go to, is it Penthouse, the bowling, you can get like free bowling on Tuesdays or something with your membership card or something like that?
It is, yeah. Free bowling on certain day of the week.
Yeah.
If you show up, now I don't want to confuse their stuff. I need to go back and look at
Exactly.
it.
And
But, yeah,
I just know there are a lot of perks.
there are a lot of perks involved.
Right.
Yeah, there's benefits to being a member.
Right.
And it's $30 for the year. You get the shirt. It's paid for. You can't get a T-shirt for
Right.
$30 anywhere anymore. But the free food you go to one game, free food. It's your membership's paid for.
Nice. Yeah, we're definitely going to look into that. Free food every home game. I mean, that's pretty nice. So I'm sure we'll be at some games.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I mean, how could you not be?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, who doesn't want to see LaMelo Ball?
Right.
I mean, fuck.
Throw a lob up to the Bridges.
Yeah.
Did you see his half court
Doug,
shot
don't
today in warm ups?
Yeah, I saw it
I
today.
did see that.
Don't ask about the rap song, Doug.
We ain't got
It's not happening.
Well, I mean, Steven said that,
Bridges told me
Miles
to fuck.
told him to F off
Yeah.
last week when he tried to call him.
Yeah.
So we'll just wait for it to come out.
He sent me straight to decline, text me, fuck off.
Yeah, we'll just wait for that to come out. We'll wait for that to drop.
Yeah.
So anything else on Hornets, guys?
I think that's it. I think we're all excited
Do
for
we
the
have a score
season.
update?
I think they literally just tipped off.
Let's see if we got a score.
4-6.
It is 9-3
Damn it.
Heat.
Of course.
No kidding.
9-3 Heat.
There's a fucking breaking news.
There we go.
Lose to the Heat.
I know how Doug's always like ahead of the actual game.
Yeah.
On his, we're at a Hurricanes game together, and he's like, "Watch this, they're going to score."
Yeah.
Now, who, me? I would never do that.
No, it's like
I've never done that at a Panthers watch party.
it's like Steven. Steven will be like, we'll be watching the game. He'll be like, damn it.
Yeah, I was in a meeting with work, and I probably shouldn't say this, but I was on Zoom. But also, Braves are playing at the same exact time, playoff
Yeah.
baseball.
Oh, yeah.
So, Justin was in there watching it with me, and I'm like, "Urgh," I'm on mute and everything. And he's like, what? I'm like, just Jock Peterson.
Like 5 seconds
Yep.
later, home run.
So you did a tech guy.
Oh, yeah. But so you like to give live updates with the
Of
Canes,
course I
don't
do.
you?
Of course I
So
do.
the preseason just wrapped up, huh?
Yeah, because and we got the home opener is this Thursday.
Yep, against the Islanders.
Yeah,
Finish-
a team that we didn't get to play
Yeah.
last year because of COVID.
Was a playoff team, but
Right.
I mean, we finished 1-2-1. Of course, the Predators might be our new Heat or
Yeah.
the new Cardinals because it
I
seems like
think-
the Predators have our number.
Yeah, they kind of got us a little bit in the playoffs last year.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of stepped it up a little bit. And we had some intense games with them last
Yeah, we
year.
did.
They're a good team.
Yeah, they are. But this year, like I said, we noted on one of the earlier episodes, it's regular schedule this year.
Mm-hmm.
We travel to the West Coast, to Canada, everywhere. So that's going to affect our record. I
It
mean,
is.
we're not just playing within a division, but I mean, I still think the Canes are a playoff team, and they're going to be fun to watch.
We're gonna be tough, in the East. We're gonna be a tough team. It's just, can we hold it together in the playoffs? I mean, we're young.
And can we beat Tampa?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if Mike can.
I mean,
Two-time-
Tampa,
two-time.
you got to give them their props, man.
I mean, two-time.
Until somebody knocks them off, they are the champs.
They are the
Yep.
champs.
Going back to the home opener, Chris helped me out. If I leave anything out of this, again, we'll talk about the watch party. with the Caniacs. We're going to have this Saturday at, again, H2
Public House in Cornelius.
8 o'clock, correct?
Yes.
8 o'clock.
Catawba Avenue.
Yep, come on out.
Get there at 4.
We have a good time at our watch parties. Lose or draw, we have a good time.
Yeah.
But yeah, come on out, support the Caniacs, Lake Norman Caniacs. And I think Justin always says this: come on out because you can meet us, and we'll do what, Justin?
Sign your shit.
He always says we'll sign.
What happens if somebody brings a turd?
I'll sign that.
He'll sign it.
Wow.
I think he will.
I mean, I don't know, but
It's a hard thing to sign.
He'll go in the stall and sign it.
yeah, and not get arrested for it.
Was that you at the Panthers
Well,
game?
no, don't get charged for it.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
yeah, there you go. That's
I
better.
won't get charged for it.
So Canes again. We're looking forward to the start of the season. Again, starting up Thursday and watch party on Saturday.
Yep, definitely.
Real quick, did y'all see Trocheck is on IR?
Oh no, I did not see that.
Yeah, Vincent Trocheck just went on IR today, I believe.
I did see that. He injured in practice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a leg injury.
And Chris just reminded me, appreciate that, because I was going to mention that. Jeremy Chin is doing the jersey before every game.
yeah.
Good call.
And he pulled out the Brenda Moore
yeah.
jersey this week. That was really cool.
I love what he's doing.
Oh, I do
that.
too, man. I think it's
that's
cool.
the coolest idea.
And again, he will autograph it, and then he auctions it off.
He'll sign your shit.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
sign
That's
Sign
your
your
shit.
As long as it's not turd.
So thanks, Chris, for that, because that was something I was definitely wanting to hit on. So, hey, man, I love how our pro teams interact on social media.
Yeah.
Even with the Hornets, they do it too, man. It's so cool. I like the way they support each other. I see the Knights get in there. They get in there and do it too every now and then. So that's pretty cool. So good on Canes.
Canes are good.
All right, we're going to Major League Baseball update.
Which we do have a live game going on right now. We're watching
Anybody want to give me an update?
Tampa Bay and Boston 0-0, top of the third, 1 out.
Oh.
And we just saw
He just broke his bat.
and he flew out. So we got Tampa Boston right now.
All right, so I'll do a quick update on my team. I am proud of my cards. I did predict that bold prediction that we would take LA out. We ended up losing
Yeah,
bottom of the ninth.
Great game though. It was
But
a good game.
We took them to the wire. It
Yeah.
was a 1-1 ball game, and then we gave up a bomb. But hey, when you go 0 for 11 with runners in scoring position against the Dodgers, probably against any team,
Yeah.
you're not gonna win.
Right.
Wayno pitched well.
Yeah, he did.
But my guys got in. At one point I thought they were dead in the water. You two guys kept telling me, no, they're going to make it. They're going to make it. So I'm proud of my guys. Almost pulled the bold prediction, but hey, man, we'll regroup and get ready for next year. So let's talk about a team that is still playing.
I will give you an Orioles update.
I mean, hold on. Oh, they at the beach? They're in the stall. They were in the stall. Yeah. But there are some people's teams are still playing.
Yep.
Take it away, guys.
Take it away, Justin.
Yeah, so we'll do a quick little update on the little bracket here. The AL, we got Tampa and Boston who are playing right now, but Boston's up 2-1. Then Houston and the White Sox were supposed to play at 4 today, but they're playing tomorrow at 2.
I fucking hate the Astros.
Yeah.
Well, trash can.
Trash can.
Fucking bastards.
Anybody got a trash can?
Hey, don't take my shirt off. I got a mic on. Houston's up 2-1 on that.
Sorry, David.
Atlanta played earlier against Milwaukee. We won 3-0, so we're up 2-1 on them. Jocktober. And then San Fran and LA play tonight at 9:37.
That's a great series,
And it
too.
is. I mean,
And it's tied.
they were 106 and 107 wins.
Best two teams. Probably the best 2 records in baseball.
Right.
Honestly.
So that's. Go ahead.
Sorry. Scherzer and Alex Wood is pitching tonight.
Mm.
And Wood used to play for us.
Well, that'll be a good one.
Yeah.
We'll definitely have that one on. But there's your Major League update. We'll keep you posted. We will be watching. What you got, Steve?
I wanted to shout out Max Fried. Has been dealing since the All-Star break.
Yeah.
Dealt again 2 nights ago. 6 innings, 9 Ks, only gave up 3 hits. And in that same games, Albie should have had a home run. That shit hit the top of the yellow.
Yeah.
That's a fucking homer. Fuck you, baseball. Anyways, today, Anderson, 5 innings pitched, 6 Ks,
Yep.
no earned runs, and we already said it, Jocktober.
Jocktober.
I mean,
I mean, that was a bomb.
yeah,
man.
I think he was
Pinch
a third,
hit
yeah,
bomb.
yeah, third player in MLB history
Yep.
to have was 2-for-2 pinch hitting with
Yeah.
home runs.
With home runs.
Yep.
So Jocktober, man, we appreciate you, Jock Peterson. Thank you, Cubs.
Yep.
Fuck your team.
Yeah, I will say I appreciate y'all taking him away from the Cubs.
We'll
'cause
take that.
You know, I'm not a Cubs
And
guy.
I don't know why he's not playing more because he has decent defense too.
Yeah, I think it's ever since Rosario came back.
Yeah.
Rosario's I believe he's no, he's not a switch hitter, but his defense is a little better. And Jock's more like, hey, put him in left field and just play.
Well, it's working with he pinch hitting. I mean, keep
I was
hitting
going to
home
say,
runs.
hey, it's
Yeah.
working.
Yeah, don't fix something that ain't broke.
Major League Baseball. Anything else? We good.
That's it.
I do want to correct something. I think last week we all were talking about when teams played, and I think we talked about the White Sox, and I think all of us just kind of blew them off. They are affiliated with the Knights.
They are.
So we
Yeah.
kind of should give them a little bit of notice.
Hey,
Oh, I love the Whites. They're my
You know.
AL team.
Yeah, I mean,
love the
we
White
should
Sox.
do that, and I apologize to the Knights last week. We kind of just breezed, over that. So, there are a lot of former Charlotte Knights playing on that roster. So we
they smacked
definitely
Houston last night too.
would thank you,
Thank you, Jesus.
and we're loving that. So
Yep.
yeah, again, just didn't want to do an oversight on the Knights. So, all right, where we going here? Oh, I think I know. Well, here's where this will be good. Do you want me to do the Charlotte first?
That's fine.
College football?
Yeah, you and Kristen jump
That's
in
our
on that one.
normal.
All right, so we're going to college football real quickly. Update. We always talk about our Niners. Niners had a blow. I guess it was a shootout.
Yeah.
Down in Florida. We ended up, winning 45-33 over FIU. Butch Davis and FIU. It was like I said, it was a shootout, man. But that puts the Niners at 2-0 in Conference USA, and 4-2 overall, which is the best start in our short football history. So we're rolling, man. In the two games that we lost, we were there. We wasn't playing bad. So kudos to Charlotte, and I've looked at their schedule the rest of the way. If they play like I will say their DBs need to tighten up. I went on a little bit of rant on Twitter about their DBs. I don't know what they're teaching the kids, the technique or whatever, but their DBs are getting toasted. But we got to clean that up. We are off this week. We have a bye this week, and then I think we play FAU in Charlotte on a Thursday night on national TV again.
Nice.
Oh, sweet. I mean, yeah, kudos to you guys first in the Conference USA East. I mean, I'm loving some Charlotte. I mean, Chris, what you thinking about it, man?
No, I'm excited as a alum. Excited about the start in general. Doug's already touched on it. On the defense has some weak spots. You get into a shootout. Obviously, you're not playing the lockdown defense that
Right.
we'd like to see.
Right.
I may or may not have been involved on storming the field earlier this year. So,
Who, Chris?
yeah,
Wait, when you beat Duke?
when we beat Duke, I may or
Fuck
may not
Duke.
have been on the field after the game and $10,000 fine. But
It's all good, man. Hey, it looks like is it Chase Reynolds? Is that the quarterback?
No, that would be Chris.
Chris Reynolds.
Chris
Reynolds.
Reynolds.
I mean, 4 touchdowns for him. I mean, he's playing good. It looks like defense did have 5 sacks in the pick. So I mean, it wasn't like you guys were.
no,
It
it's
wasn't
solid.
terrible. I mean, you guys were doing something. It was just one of those games. It's a shootout.
club lit.
And Stephen, I'm glad you brought up the stat part of it because we did have another Player of the Week for Charlotte in Conference USA. Special teamer Shadrick Bird.
Yeah,
He was the Special Teams Player of the Week.
Is he a kicker?
He's a punt returner.
Oh.
Basically, he averaged 5.7 yards a carry, 80 yards on the ground. It said that basically he helped flip the field a couple of times on some returns.
Oh, sweet.
So, but he got Special Teams Player of the Week. So good for him.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I'm glad you guys won because the Tar Heels fucking lost.
Suck
Oh,
ass.
boy.
Once again.
Can we say it one more time? Overrated.
Yeah, dude, it's bad. I mean, we lost 35-25 to Florida State, who's been struggling all year.
And they beat us last year.
Yeah. I mean, they've been struggling all year. I mean, I don't know if that thinks they're their first or second win. I'm pretty sure it's their second win. But Hal struggled again. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, he should be a ride at Carowinds because he's a fucking roller coaster.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's
I mean,
nice.
I mean, seriously, like it's just like, oh, I'm so good, and he comes down, oh, I'm fucking terrible. Oh, I'm good, terrible. Oh, I'm good. Like it's just awful.
And again, a local kid,
He is.
which we push, man.
He is. He just, again, no offensive line.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the biggest. We were talking about it earlier. That's the biggest thing about that team right now is him not having enough time to throw the ball.
All right, like we did last week. You remember we said Charlotte couldn't stop the run, and we said there was another team we're going to talk about that couldn't stop the run?
Yeah.
We're going to talk about another team.
That can't pass block.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. But our boy, Steven, Josh Downs,
Telling you that guy's a killer.
9 catches for 121 yards and a touchdown.
Yep.
Man. And Sam only had 203 passing yards.
So he literally had 60% of his fucking, probably more than that, 70% of his fucking passing yards.
This dude's good.
And his stats weren't bad. 17 of 32, 203, 2 touchdowns and a pick. He also rushed the ball 11 times, or ran the ball 11 times for 108 yards. So I don't know what it is, if it's scheme, if it's just like the offensive line keeps collapsing on him. But he's trying to make plays, and this shit ain't working.
Yeah.
It is not working at all. So hopefully Mac Brown will get them figured out, because the shit's getting old now. You know, either start winning or start fucking losing.
Yeah, either one.
And Hal, if you're gonna keep doing this shit, keep fucking up, so maybe the Panthers can get you in the 4th or 5th round. That's fine.
Please.
I'll take it as a backup, baby. So.
And you'll come, and you won't have a line here either.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You're
Saving that for later.
You're gonna be used to it at least.
By the time he starts, maybe we'll have a line.
Yeah. I'm gonna shout out Wake Forest again, 6-0.
We've been pushing Wake.
Yep, 6-0. Justin, go ahead and tell me about that game. You got it written down?
Oh, well, I mean, they're ranked 19th now. It was...
No, they're 16th. They're 16th.
Oh, are they?
They're
I
16th.
must have not had that update.
Yeah,
my bad.
it's all good.
But
cool.
they did get the win, 40-37 against Syracuse. I mean, they look good, man.
Overtime, too, yep.
Yeah,
They're not a fluke.
They look really good.
And my player to watch, I've been watching since the beginning of college football, Nick Skyba, the kicker.
Yep.
Again, 2 for 2 field goals, 2 for
That's
2
his
extra
boy.
points.
That's
I'm
his
telling
boy.
you.
Dude, I promise
telling
you,
you.
if we draft this kid, he's getting his jersey.
You got to get his
I'm
jersey.
just telling you, man, this kid is a fucking killer. I mean, like I said, this distance thing it's college football with kickers. You never know.
Right.
You never know. His longest was 40 this past game. The dude, look up his stats. It's absolutely ridiculous. His field goal percentage and his extra point percentage, which we know in college, extra point is like a chip shot.
Right.
Still, but still, Nick Skyba, look for him next year's draft. Panthers 6th round pick. We'll
Get
do
him.
it.
Get him.
If we even still have that. No, I think we traded that, but it's fine.
Who lost this week, guys? I think Duke lost this week.
Duke did lose. Did he?
Yeah.
Did they?
I don't know. I didn't even look up.
Oh,
Duke.
nice.
I'm
guys.
2-0 against Duke this year. So
Yeah, Duke lost to Georgia Tech, 31-27. Good.
I didn't even look at Duke, to be honest with you.
Well, you know-
I should have.
Steven, I didn't either.
I should have.
I'll be honest.
I was
I know.
writing my notes. And I was like, eh.
So he had her back on
Yeah,
that
he
one.
did.
Hey,
so,
we always talk shit about Duke.
We
so.
did.
You're right.
Who did they lose to?
Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech.
Who beat Carolina?
Yeah, they look like a fucking
Yeah.
top 5
By the
team.
way, you didn't mention this. I don't think Carolina up next for Carolina, Miami.
Yep. I had that written down.
Yeah. So and Carolina's a 7-point favorite.
Huh?
Yes. That's my point exactly. So
7-point favorite?
7 points.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh?
So, hey, we'll see about that.
So,
What else? The National League. We're going. Oh no, we got Coastal.
Coastal.
Let's talk about Coastal.
Coastal Carolina. 52-20.
And I got
Arkansas
the- I
State.
got- I
They're
got-
number 15.
I got
now.
them 15.
Yeah, number 15.
Yeah.
yeah.
Next game is going to be a
Yeah,
big
that's gonna
one.
be a big one.
Yeah.
Versus App State on the
Yes.
20th. And I want to be at that game so bad.
The team that I don't like to talk about, right?
Yeah. Like, we got the Hornets home opener, and then we have App State against Coastal Carolina.
Go
And-
Chanticleers. Go
In-
Coastal.
In Boone. I want to see that game so bad.
yeah.
You haven't talked about their post-game celebration. I don't know if you've
Yeah,
seen it.
yeah.
So the coach breaks out a chainsaw,
Yeah.
and they cut the head off a stuffed dog after beating Arkansas State.
Get the fuck out of
The
here.
Arkansas State Red Wolves.
Holy shit.
Uh-oh. Did PETA show up?
Oh, God. Don't say PETA.
Oh, my God. Did they show
Beta?
up?
PETA?
Peter Griffin?
It went black.
PETA?
Oh, my God.
Beta?
that-
Are we really doing this right now?
That poor fake dog.
Hey, neighbor.
Where's your boat?
Where's your boat?
Holy shit. But hey, Coastals, they're rolling. They're number 1 in the Sun Belt East. Number two is App.
I mean, App's rolling. App
So-
lost to Miami. That was their only
that
loss.
was the only loss, and they almost beat Miami.
Yep.
So if I'm an App fan, I like App. You know, I never went
We're
to
Charlotte grads.
I
so
never went to college,
I'll
so
say-
I can
I'll-
pick whoever I want.
Yeah, we get to pick who we want. It
So,
doesn't matter.
It's cool. I get it.
But I grew up an hour away from App, so
Right, I
I've
get
always pulled for him. I like to see App make the upset either way. Carolina's getting some recognition. By the way, Red Sox's home run 3-0 right now.
Damn.
Rafael Devers.
Yep.
So,
No comment.
yep.
Live update.
Red Sox. There you go. Let's go. Love you, Sarah.
Anything? Oh yeah, we'll just talk about the big deal. So locally, we good on college football.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So everybody knows. Nationally, what happened?
Bama lost.
Bama goes down.
Fucking love it.
Yep.
I fucking hate Bama
So we remember we
much.
talked about it. I brought up Jimbo Fisher, and I was like, he's struggling down in College Station, but pulls the upset. Hey, first assistant to Nick Saban to beat him.
No shit.
Yep,
Never
that's
do
the
that.
first time.
Wow, look at that.
Yep. It was. I think he was 24-0,
Damn.
and Jimbo got him. So
And we said it at the beginning of the year. We're tired of Clemson and we're tired of Bama.
Yeah, so it looks like Georgia's number 1 now. Iowa got their big one against Penn State.
Let's
so
go.
look at Iowa.
and stormed the field.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
They were ranked third. Penn State was fourth,
Fourth, yeah.
and
They
they stormed the field.
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave that there.
I was winning it. I'm calling it right now. I was winning it.
The national championship, you're
Yes.
calling it? You think so?
The championship. I was gonna win it.
Hawkeyes.
Yeah.
Dude,
I mean,
their their quarterback Petrus
Yep.
is a fucking baller, dude.
All right.
Like seriously.
So that's bold prediction.
It is.
We got to write that down.
Write it down, Justin.
I'll write
Put
it down.
Yeah,
So
put it
this
down.
is October the 11th.
Yep.
You need a bold prediction board in here.
We got a bold
I-
prediction.
I've said that. Oh, we need a big old expo board.
So Justin is picking the Hawkeyes to win the national championship.
I like it, man. Good
All right.
pick.
Hey, I like it, man.
I
He's
think,
out there.
I think Georgia will. I think their defense is too good.
I'm pretty impressed with Georgia,
I think their defense is too good.
yeah.
but we'll see. Anything can happen. I mean, Bama lost, but Bama's going to be right back in it.
Yeah.
You guys know that, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, they'll still be right back in it.
Yeah.
So,
And they're gonna be pissed now.
yep. Oh, yeah.
They're gonna be
So
pissed.
that's pretty much nationally. Anything else that was
Yeah.
kind of
That was it.
That's
Yeah, it wasn't really
kinda it.
crazy
Yeah.
week. Just Bama losing, and then
Yeah.
Iowa getting the big win.
Yeah.
So
But we always save the best for last, Doug. App State's playing tomorrow, 7:30 against Louisiana.
okay. All right, good for them. All right, so we done with college football.
Go Louisiana.
Kill Amp. Yeah, I think it's it.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, cool. All right, so I know where we're going next, and this one's going to be this might be an international flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're going in the zone.
Yeah. Oh, we in the crack zone right now.
We're in the zone.
Oh shit! And then Chris gets to join the crack zone for the first time.
Yeah, this is the first guest appearance in the crack zone. And this week we had a friend of the show
Yeah.
who we've mentioned before. Chris, say his name.
Shiram.
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 He volunteered and actually, he contacted us and said he wanted to sponsor the crack zone
Yeah,
this
he
week.
did. What a man.
And so he purchased our beers. He chose the beer. Which, hey, if we're going to do this in the future, if you want to sponsor the crack zone, you pick the beer and we'll do what we have to do.
Yeah.
And we'll drank it.
So we have a beer here. It is a German beer, and we're going to let the guest of the show
Yeah.
pronounce this beer.
Let's go, Chris.
All right, this is Erdinger Weissbrew. Mm-hmm. Imported from Germany.
What's the alcohol content on it?
5.3.
5.3.
Okay.
And I think it's a wheat from when I was reading.
Yeah, it's a wheat beer.
It's a wheat.
Yeah.
And does the mysterious manager, she have hers?
Yep.
Okay. Everybody ready? Chris, anything else on the beer?
I was trying to see the name of the brewery, but I think Erdinger is the brewery.
That's the brewery.
Okay, that is the brewery.
All right. So everybody get your crack ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Crack. Oh, there's an after crack.
All right.
All right. Well, I'm
All right,
gonna
hold on. So nobody's had this, right?
I've never had it. All right. So you guys go ahead
Hold
and take your sips. I'm gonna say my disclaimer.
It smells like a vegetable or something.
It's got aroma, definitely. It's definitely got an aroma.
Does
Yeah,
it?
yeah. Okay.
Waft it.
All right. So we ready?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, it's not, for me, a little strong at the very end.
well, you remember you talk about you're a domestic guy.
I'm a domestic guy. I'm gonna drink my Bud Lights all day, baby.
So we'll let, what'd you call him? the
Craft
craft
beer
snob.
Yeah, craft beer snob.
Okay, so the guest of the show, what do we think?
It's a good beer, but I mean, it's not a craft beer. It's been around since 1886.
But it's an imported.
It is an import.
Yeah.
No, I like it. It's not bad.
So the more you drink it, the better it gets. I feel like.
Is that what you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the aftertaste when I first.
Let me take
my
another.
first
Yeah.
sip. I was like,
Like take a couple sips of it, and it gets a little better.
I don't know what to compare it to though. I'm trying to think of another wheat beer I've had.
I'm going to be honest with y'all. I kind of like it.
it's not bad.
It's like a German Bud Light.
Germans do beer good.
I got to be honest. I kind of like it, guys.
I feel like if Germany was to make a Bud Light, it'd be this.
So, Chris, it's an old beer for an old guy, right?
There you
'Cause I'm
go.
kind of liking this.
It's not bad.
Private brewery since 1886.
Okay, cool.
And it's 5.3.
Doug
so we
was
might be
2 years old when this
Hey,
beer came out.
sweet. Mysterious manager, or silent manager, she gave it a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. So hey,
And again, we are not sponsored by these beers. Shiram
voiceover guy.
did sponsor us, but if you do want to sponsor those beers, hit us up on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all those platforms. Let us know. Hey, if we want to have a beer, we'll take your beer. That's fine.
And remember, we always talk about each week when you're listening to us on all the formats.
Yep.
When the crack zone hits, unless you're driving,
Crack with
you
it.
should be cracking.
crack a
Yep.
beer.
Yeah, definitely.
And if you are driving, crack a Pepsi.
Yeah,
You
crack
can-
a Coke.
Yeah, crack a Coke.
Or wait till you get home and push pause.
Yeah.
And crack at home.
If you're a tech guy, crack a cheer wine.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You know,
Or water.
Yeah.
yeah, crack a water.
Crack a water.
Be healthy.
Yeah.
So, Crack Zone has been very popular. We get the questions all the time. What are you going to do this week? We're going to do this week. We're trying to look at other, ideas. Like I said, we had a friend of the show suggest someone call in and crack with us
Yeah.
at the same time.
Right.
We're still open to that. So, any other ideas? Beer. I think, Stephen, you said last week, if people have suggestions
Leave a comment.
on social media, tell us, give us a suggestion and we'll go out there.
Every Thursday we do a Thirsty Thursday Crack Zone post.
Right.
Leave a comment down below and say, "Hey, try this beer. We'll try it out."
If it's a beer, I think we'll try it.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll definitely try it.
Definitely.
All right. Anything else on Crack Zone?
Nope. But
All
if you
right.
want to sponsor us, please sponsor us.
Absolutely.
Please.
All right. So we're going to go into the next segment.
We have a new Carolina Panther.
Well, let's go here first.
Oh, you're going. Oh, yeah, I didn't have that right now.
And I'm going to try to keep this. Yesterday it was rough. I'm going to say yesterday it was pretty rough. It was pretty rough. So we go to the Panther game yesterday, and again, I'm going to try to keep this as tame as I can.
Tame it down there.
I've been a PSL owner since day one of this team, this franchise. And
1547.
Yes, and one of the problems that a lot of longtime PSL and Panther fans, have had is our fan base selling out to the opposing teams.
Right.
I know I don't do it. I know a lot of other PSL owners who would, eat their tickets before they would sell to an opposing team.
Mm-hmm.
But in all the years and I have repeatedly complained about this year to year to year to year. I will say this. Yesterday during the Philly game, I was amazed at how many Philly fans were in that stadium. And like I said, I've gotten used to the sellout of the PSL owners and the Panther fans selling out to the opposing teams. I've gotten used to it. I don't like it. I hate it. It's one of those things that it just drives me crazy.
Right.
Yesterday was probably the worst I've ever seen it, and that's saying something. I had fellow Panther fans with the riot and people like that texting me saying, "Man, can you believe this?" I actually had, as we like talk about, friend of the show, Salesman. I hit him up, and me and him are big on this. He goes, "It's 70% Eagle fans." I don't know if it was that high, but it was high.
It was at least 20,000, and that's not an exaggeration.
No.
I've been going to games for 25 years since the team came, and it was sad.
I mean, it was
embarrassing.
Well, like me and my wife, she even made the comment at halftime. She's like, she thought it was 2-1 Eagles fans, and in the section we were sitting in, we were surrounded by Eagle fans. I mean, surrounded. We had less Panther fans in the stand, in the section we were than Philly.
Right.
And when I was just really, I'm just gonna say it. I was pissed off at our fan base yesterday. The ones of us that were there supporting and not selling their tickets. Hey, kudos to you. That's what you should be doing. But all of you fake 2015 bandwagon, I buy PSLs to use them as a business. I try to make money on it. Me and Chris actually talked about it, and they use it as a profit tool, a money making tool. And it's sad. I mean, it's a free market. You can do what you want to with your tickets, but at least sell them to Panther fans. And it's just it's a situation where it pisses me off, man. And I was really hot when we left yesterday. It was bad enough that we had to sit there and see all these Philly fans, and they were loud. I mean, I had people say TV. It was crazy.
Right.
And then we end up, blowing the game, which made it even worse. But I was more mad about what I saw and what I had to sit in than really the loss. I really was.
Right.
And I've had the 24-hour rule. I've tried to kind of digest it and try not to go crazy about it. But, I mean, these guys will know. I texted them yesterday. I was like, guys, y'all going to have a dump button or something on me because I'm gonna lose it. And I felt like my head was going to explode yesterday.
You went on that Twitter rant, too.
Yeah, and I did. And I don't apologize for anything I did because, Chris, you know what I'm saying on this. There's a certain, I guess, section or element of our fan base who they subscribe to the theory that if you say anything bad about your team or the fan base, you're not a real fan.
That's bullshit.
How dare you say the team played bad or you want to criticize? That's part of being a fan.
Yeah.
And so I know there's probably going to be people, if they do listen to this and they saw my tweets yesterday, I really don't give a damn if it made you mad. If you were in that stadium yesterday and you weren't pissed off as a Panthers fan at what you saw was in your stadium, then I'm questioning your fandom.
Right.
Because it was embarrassing.
Well,
I'm just going to tell you it was embarrassing.
And I'm right there with you, Doug. My seats are in 522, so I've done several road trips. I am 0 for 6 on the road.
Yeah.
So I know.
And I just got back from Dallas.
I'm all familiar with the walk of shame.
Sure.
Walking out getting getting taunted by the home fans on these away trips.
Right.
That's the first time I've done the walk of shame. Now we've lost plenty of games and there's been fans there, but
this was it's like a road game.
It was like a Panthers away game in that fourth quarter.
Yep.
The defense chants. After the game, we're walking down the ramps out of the 500 levels. The Fly Eagles Fly, the song. I mean, all that. But the whole song. Yep. We've got Stand and Cheer, but nobody knows the damn lyrics. Maybe 10% of the fans.
I helped write it. I helped write it.
Yeah.
But no, it was an embarrassing moment as a fan. Again, I was more upset with that than the actual game.
And I agree with you, Chris.
Because we're the second year of a rebuild. 3-2 is kind of where we should be.
Right. Yeah, especially the first year was a weird year, COVID year, and short season, shorter off season and shit like that. What Rule's done and what Tepper's done, and the 2 years that we've been together. I mean, you should be excited about it.
But Stephen, going back to you're a 3-1 team. You're in first place.
Yeah.
And not only, and this is something I noted too, it wasn't just it was the amount of Eagle fans that were there.
Right.
But there were a lot of blue seats there too.
Yeah.
There was a lot of empty seats yesterday.
Well, I know when I watched the game, I didn't go to the game, and when they kind of panned the camera to the stadium, and there was at least 4 or 5 sections that was just green. I was like, what the fuck is going on at Bank of America right now? Yep. And then I saw, you had texted, Chris had texted, or Doug texted, Chris texted, Sharam texted. I was like, damn, dude, it must be bad up there right now.
It was bad. So, and then yesterday on Twitter, that's really what everybody talked about. Yeah. That and the offensive line, which we'll get into in a minute. So, Get Off My Lawn is basically aimed at, and I told you guys I'm going to try to keep it. I was going to just go all full filter, no filter, just raw, F y'all. But here's what I will say. All of the Panther fans that sold out to Eagle fans yesterday, I want you to listen. If you're listening to the show, I want you to get right up to your headphones. Make sure you're listening. Screw you. I ain't got nothing for you. You are not a fan. I don't want to hear about your bills. Right, I don't want to hear about I gotta pay my bills. I don't want to hear about it. Dude, if you sold out, you suck as a fan.
Well, if you got to pay your bills, why do you have season tickets to an NFL team? Right. Like, use that money to pay your bills. It's like the stupidest thing I've heard in my life.
So, part of the problem, Doug, it's not just the sellouts. Absolutely, there are sellouts because I personally know people that if the Panthers make the playoffs, they'll say, I can sell my playoff ticket and pay for my whole season.
Pay for my whole season. Right?
Not me. Playoff games are hard to come by around here. If there's
We're
a
gonna
playoff
be there.
game, I'm
Yeah,
going to be there.
exactly.
I mean, we're going to be there.
But part of the problem is you've got these ticket brokers. So when we first,
Right.
if you go back and look at your history, when they first launched the idea of PSLs, you had these companies or people investing,
That's true.
looking at this
Yeah.
as a moneymaker
That's true.
venture. Let me buy these PSLs and I can flip these tickets because when these teams come to town,
Right.
from for what Charlotte Lovett, born and raised here, but the Banks, it's a transplant city. The Banks bring people from out of town,
And that's the big argument.
and that's the big
right
argument.
there, the transplant thing. But you can't tell me all those Eagle fans yesterday were all transplants.
No, sir, they were not. So the Eagles fans that were around me, I actually talked to them. They were from Jersey. They were from Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And they said if there's anybody within an 8-hour driving distance, they go to the games.
And you know what? Hats off to the Philly fans.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they traveled, they showed up, and they represented. So I'm not
Yeah.
mad at Philly fans.
Yeah, exactly.
And they were actually
I'll say
pretty well behaved
they,
yesterday.
they were.
Pretty
well,
tame.
except for in the
except
stall.
for in the stall in the men's
stall.
room. But
Yeah.
that's a different topic. But
There was some
No.
pounding in the stall.
they
Hey. Ba-doom-tsh.
Philly fans have a bad rap, but they were nice. They were fine. Honestly, they were quiet until the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
until
they
the
were.
Panthers started sneaking it
Well,
up.
thanks
but-
to a block punt.
Yeah.
We'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, I mean that's all really I got to say, guys. I've talked about this at nauseum, and yesterday was my boiling point because
Right.
Chris would agree. I would say it's probably the worst I've ever seen it yesterday.
It's been, Buffalo travels well.
Pittsburgh.
The Jets fans, they live here.
Yeah.
Giants,
But I
same
mean,
thing.
Pittsburgh travels well everywhere.
Pittsburgh, there's fans everywhere.
But yesterday, to me,
even
had
the
to be-
Cowboys, Packers are pretty bad.
It was the
but
worst.
no, this
Yesterday
was
was the worst. It was the worst.
But it's not just a Charlotte problem. If you look at some of the other transplant cities or destination cities, it's the same way. Atlanta's the same thing. Atlanta, they don't go to their games.
No, not at all.
Panthers, when the Panthers play there, it's at least 30-40% Panthers fans.
Right.
It's a 3-hour drive.
Right.
But
But if
go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
no, I would say some of the other destination cities, you've already seen it with Los Angeles, the two new teams they've got.
Right.
The Chargers, they have no fans.
And they're fucking fantastic.
And I'll be honest, I like
they're
the
good.
Chargers.
And their home team is getting booed during introductions because there's so many visiting teams
Right.
fans
Well,
there.
I mean,
Vegas is the same way. Vegas is a destination. You're going to see lots of visiting fans there.
True.
I guess going back to what you said though, Chris, I get the brokers, I get all that stuff, the investment, I get that. But of all the Eagle fans that we saw there yesterday, you can't tell me that all of those were from brokers. Some of those were Panther fans that sold out
Oh,
to
sure.
the opposing team. That's the
Absolutely.
ones that I'm saying F you.
You can-
You're
you
telling
can
me
kiss
you
our
don't.
asses.
You're telling me you don't have a family member, you don't have a friend, you don't have a coworker who's never maybe been to a Panther game. You couldn't sell to them.
Yeah.
That's my whole point.
That's what I was gonna say. Like,
If you're a Panthers fan and you cannot go to the game, like I said, you can find me on Twitter, Keep Pounding 84. Send me a DM. I will help you sell
Yeah,
your tickets.
yeah.
I know plenty of Panthers fans that'll pay the face
Absolutely.
value.
And
go.
the Roaring Ride also has a Roaring Ride exchange,
Correct.
and you'll sell them to a Panther fan. So that's it. Get off my lawn. I'm done. You guys can keep going. I'm done with it. Anybody?
going to the Eagles game.
Yeah, I guess.
I tell you what. I'm going to throw it to Justin and let him lead off this one.
Actually, we're not going to the Eagles game. We're going to the Gilmore
Gilmore
trade.
trade.
Well, go ahead. There we go.
just got one of the best corners in the league,
Local kid.
All pro.
local kid, and we got him cheap.
Yeah, we did.
Fitty.
cheap.
Fitty.
Fitty, yeah, he's
Fitty did it again.
he's
Strikes
pull-
again.
He's on the phone. 6th round pick.
Mm.
Next year's 6th round pick, not this year's.
Well, it's I think it's 2023, right?
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and it's a situation where if he signs somewhere else, we get a comp pick, and it's a fifth.
So if he plays well and doesn't re-sign with us, we
Right.
could possibly get a 5th round pick.
Fifth round comp
So
pick.
that means we just moved up one more round in the draft
Yeah.
and not keeping him.
And I think we end up paying like the rest of his salary, which is like $7 million or
Yeah.
something, like, kind of like with C.J. Henderson.
yeah.
So hey, Fitty strikes again.
Well, what I like about Gilmore is, for one, he's a local kid. He's always wanted to play for us.
Mm-hmm.
So
He's a
you know,
fan.
Yeah, from Rock Hill. So shout him out. And he's going to be another veteran in that secondary. Him and Bouye are the kind of the
Yep.
elder statesmen.
Yep.
Dante's been there for a while, but he's still like
Right.
3-4 years
Right.
into the league. So just to see what he sees and shows these younger players like a C.J. Henderson, a Horn, even Dante Jackson is super exciting. And for him to be pumped up that it's his home team, it's like one of us going to play for the Panthers.
Yeah.
How much more pumped would you be? I'm gonna do 10 more reps on the bench. I'm gonna watch 1 more hour of film because this is my team.
Well, I mean, the guy's been there. He's got a ring. He was Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
He's got a pedigree.
Yeah,
he's got a resume. So these guys, he said he's going to come in and teach them everything he knows. So it can't hurt.
No, it can't.
Let's just say that. And I'm ready for him to play, man. I'm looking forward to it.
And what 6th-round pick we're going to draft? That's going to be as good as Gilmore.
Right.
I mean, come on.
I think somebody said that was Corn Elder.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's where we drafted him. So.
Yeah, exactly. So
he can even teach some stuff to Jeremy Chan and those safeties too, because I mean he's been in the league for a while, so.
And I wouldn't even mind to see him play some safety, since he's getting older, kind of a little less athletic, not covering people.
Yeah.
Throw him at safety sometimes.
Let him sit back there and just
kind of what Charles Woodson did. He went from corner to safety.
Right.
Let's see let's see that.
And I can't remember, guys. Did they say he was going to play this week?
No,
Or possibly Giants.
It's after
Week
week
6.
6.
I think
No,
Giants.
his first eligible game
I think
back
it's the Giants.
is against the New England
Yeah, it
Patriots.
is.
yeah.
I thought it was the Giants.
No, yeah, he's not available because of the pup list.
not
available
At least
until
till week
week
7.
And he did pass his physical.
Yeah.
I did see that.
So, no, and I'm always the optimist, but I do want to tone it down a little bit because he is coming off that quad
He
injury.
is,
and
he
you
is.
don't know how he's going to respond to that injury.
Exactly.
He
It's a
is.
big injury.
But I think it's a pretty
It's
good,
a cool story.
It's a good risk.
Well,
Low risk, high reward.
Absolutely,
It is.
absolutely.
It is. And good thing we have some good receivers he can practice against to see how he matches up against them.
Right.
So, I mean, that's what I like.
When it comes full circle, he shared some pictures, or his mother shared some pictures of him as a kid at training camp
Yeah.
and Panthers games.
I
So
mean,
growing
and-
up at Panthers,
and
games.
he
He's
brought-
gonna be more fired up.
And he brought up names at his press conference. He talked about Bialkatuka.
Yeah.
He talks about all kind of stuff, being fans. He brought up Steve Smith. So some people were saying, oh, my God, Steve Smith's probably going to roast him on something. But, yeah, we're glad to have you. Hey, welcome. Hey, friend of the show.
Definitely.
Friend of the show.
Definitely.
So, welcome. Hey, man, we're looking forward to hopefully big things. So let's get into what happened yesterday. I'm going to let y'all lead the way.
Do
All right.
Do
Well,
we want to?
yeah, well. Yeah, well, we
Was
lost.
there a game yesterday?
We lost 21 to 18. Man, it's just that fucking offensive line. I'm gonna get into the negatives and then we can get into the positives because
So here's the get off
offensive-
my lawn for Steven.
Offensive line is turnstiles. They are terrible. Like there's better security at at the airport than Sam Darnold had. Like it is fucking awful how bad they were. I think John Miller, you need to be cut. You need to be fired. Go find you a new job. You're awful.
I saw where he graded the lowest of any lineman we've ever had.
Yeah, like just awful.
He's trash.
Just put Deontay in and be done with it. And apparently he played some special teams snaps and looked gassed. So I don't know what the plan is, but John Miller's not the answer. I mean, Moton played pretty well, but he had to move to the left because Cam Irvin being out. So I mean, he was learning kind of a new position. Not a new position, but the different side of the ball. So it's a little different.
Yeah, they say your body moves different
It
on
is.
that side
Yeah.
as well too. So.
And I would argue that Rule weakened the entire line by making that move.
Yeah, he should have kept Moton where he was at.
Moton is an elite right tackle.
Right.
Moving him to left, you're putting him out of position and you're weakening him that. So I'll say he was an average. I mean, he was decent, but he was an average left tackle. He was an elite right tackle.
And that's a good
And Brady
point.
Christensen, his entire career, has played left tackle. So just put him out there.
Dude, put Trent Scott at left.
Well, either way, but like Chris kind of said, like you're moving somebody that's an elite right tackle to a different side of the
You're
ball.
moving him
Right.
So
out of position.
So you're weakening both sides already.
So you're
Boom.
cutting off your nose.
Yeah.
Spite your
Spite your
face.
face,
That's what
exactly.
you're doing.
So like I don't think Brady played bad, but
He's a rookie.
he's rookie. So let him play left and just be done with it. Like you said, he played left his whole career, and
And
in
why,
college.
And why isn't Deontay Brown getting any playing time?
Yeah.
I mean, he takes up two guards on his own.
And
He's
I
a
think
football
and
player.
he's
He takes-
unit.
yeah,
I think he's
yeah,
even posted on social media. Just give me a chance.
Yeah.
Yep.
He needs a chance.
Guy's ready to play. I mean, how worse could he be
You can't.
Well,
than
literally,
what's there?
literally with John Miller, we have 4 offensive
Put a
linemen.
cardboard cutout in there. At least it'll get in the way.
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, it's bad, and I know these guys are paid professionals. They're a whole lot better than we are, but you know what? You're at that level. I made the comment yesterday. These guys are stealing paychecks. I mean, it is unbelievable how much time or not time that Darnold's got.
And it shows how undisciplined they are.
Yeah.
Because 5 of our 9 penalties were from the offensive line.
And they said the Eagles didn't blitz yesterday. It was straight rushing.
Yeah, it was just their
It
their
was a
front
four-man.
four.
No stunts.
And they have a great 4-man rush.
They didn't even have to blitz.
They have a great. They have their whole defensive line is great.
It was come on in, get our quarterback.
Yeah,
Come on.
the water's fine.
So I mean, I think we're beating a dead horse talking about this offensive line. There's not an easy fix, guys.
But I question Joe Brady. Everybody's saying, is he head coach material?
I agree.
Is he an offensive coordinator material?
Well, it's funny you say that, Chris.
Why not make that adjustment and move that pocket? And
I
Sam's
agree.
mobile.
I agree.
Put him on a rollout.
Bootleg, something.
Yeah, something.
Well, I made the comment yesterday about our offensive, our scheme. Did our offense not seem very vanilla yesterday?
Yeah.
It was just drop back pass, handoff.
Even Steven Nelson said that.
It was vanilla yesterday.
They tried one little trick play they do with DJ Moore. They do every week.
Yeah.
And the Eagles tore it up, and we lost.
But I mean, it was just very vanilla yesterday, I thought, and maybe the protection had or lack of had something to do with that. I don't know.
It's probably that, and probably because Sam can't do anything without Christian. Like,
Maybe so.
I feel like the first 3 games, which Christian was in, right? First 3.
Yeah. Two
and a half.
2.5. 2.5.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw it. Like, Sam was tearing it up.
Yeah.
And then there goes Christian. Sam don't know how to find anybody.
But, I mean, I know me and you talked on the way over here. You can't have your – I mean, Christian McCaffrey is probably the greatest offensive weapon in NFL right now.
Yeah.
He's amazing. You can't replicate what he's got, but you still can't – your whole offense can't stop because one player's not out there.
Yeah. No, but we saw it yesterday. We saw it in the fourth quarter or the third quarter with Dallas. Without even the threat of him out there,
Right.
the teams don't respect until
Chuba?
Chuba had a pretty
He had a great game.
And we all noted Chuba had 100 yards rushing.
Right.
He looked good. He looked good yesterday.
Yeah, but until Robbie Anderson can consistently catch the ball,
Right.
and the other offensive weapons show up. I mean, Terrence Marshall had a drop yesterday. There were several.
Tremble
drops.
had a drop
In
the fourth there at the end.
Yep. And Sam Darnold did not play his best game. He was pretty bad.
Yeah, he was.
Actually, he was awful.
He was.
He was New York Jets Sam Darnold.
He was.
But what I go back to is the whole Joe Brady thing is like you have to make an offensive scheme to give Sam Darnold the best
Right.
chance to succeed.
Right.
And he's drawing up these plays that take time. You don't have time. Your offensive line is fucking trash.
Yep.
So drop those plays where it's boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom.
what's up with these? Why not some quick, some just
slants,
quicks?
slants.
Get some slants. Boom, boom, boom.
You know,
But
because we
yeah.
had the athletes on the outside to do it. Like, I mean, Robbie has some drops, but you hit him right in his chest, let him take off. He's a small guy, but he's fast and he breaks tackles.
Well, I mean,
DJ's an animal in the open field.
Well, a lot of people are getting on Robbie, and rightly so. He's dropped some passes, but he's also not been targeted much, and that was another thing we were talking. People were bringing up on Twitter. He probably is frustrated because he had a little tantrum on the sideline yesterday.
Yeah.
But you know what? I get it. You're maybe not being targeted like you should, but when you are, catch the damn ball.
You're right on that. Be ready for the ball.
And get some separation, because I'm gonna tell you guys, I watched some of the DB or the receivers yesterday. They wasn't getting much separation.
No, they weren't.
And Steven, you said to me about Philly's defense before the game. What was Philly's defense? Like near the bottom.
Yeah.
They weren't ranked.
Yeah, they're well, no, yeah, they were near the bottom.
Nothing special.
Yeah.
Their defensive front is, but their secondary.
You got Slay, and that's pretty much it in the secondary. And I can't name a linebacker.
And we didn't get much separation. Now maybe that was because protection, because Darnold was running for his life.
Yeah.
But it was a combination, man. It was just a bad day for the offense.
It was. But, like, I don't know. We can talk about the good things now. But, the offensive line, they need to retool. Like, they need to retool that. Joe Brady's got to figure out some better play calling.
Yep.
Because, obviously, if you can't fix your offensive line personnel-wise, you need to call better plays.
Something's got to be.
Because
scheme.
if you need to give your quarterback 5 seconds to figure out the ball, he's got 3 seconds. That's not keys to success.
It's
Yeah,
not
that
working.
math's not working.
Like that's stupid.
David
But
Castro.
yeah, definitely. We already spoke about Chuba. You know, he had 101 yards
It was a good game.
rushing. You know, 33 yards receiving. I want to just say Dante Jackson played a hell of a
he
game.
played a good game.
Forced
yesterday.
fumble, a pick. I mean, he was hitting people. He was blowing up screens. That was my player of the game for defense because I thought he played out of his mind.
I would agree with that.
That interception was insane because his head was turned one way. The quarterback threw it. He completely turned his whole body, went to the sidelines and caught that ball, toe tapped.
I would agree on the defensive player of the game. I would agree with that.
Honorable mention for Hassan Reddick. Those back-to-back
Reddick
sacks
played
were
well.
nice.
Reddick
Yeah.
played well, and Chris just brought up something that's going. I know some people are going to be pissed off at me.
Are you,
Listen
are
to
you
this.
feeling the burn?
Where has Brian Burns been the past 2 weeks? Reddick's been in the background. He's been in the backfield. He's had sacks. All I know is I have not heard Brian Burns' name. I think he knocked down a pass in Dallas.
And you think he knocked down a pass
Maybe
first
one.
quarter.
But I watched
Against
him.
the Eagles.
He was not in the backfield much at all yesterday, and
Right.
he wasn't getting double teamed. So I don't want to hear that garbage from you Burns stands.
And
I don't want to hear that.
And they were down their best, probably offensive lineman Lane
Yep,
Johnson.
he was out,
And
personal.
How did we not feed?
So I mean, I love Burns. I love his attitude. I love how quick he is. But the last 2 weeks, man, he ain't been there.
Now, I would look at the pressures. We were in the backfield, but Hurts was moving around. We missed some.
Oh
wide
God,
open
Reddick
sacks.
almost
Yeah,
had him on the 2
yeah.
point. Yeah,
And Burns almost had one too. He was back there. So I'll give it. That's the first true mobile quarterback, dual threat quarterback we faced.
Yeah, but that's another thing with schemes and play calling. Like why? The whole reason why they came back is because we didn't have a quarterback or a linebacker spying on Jalen Hurts because he ran out of the fucking pocket and just took off. He had 5 or 10 yards he could just get like that.
I mean, the defense overall played good. They're missing Shaq Thompson.
They
are.
know that. Yeah,
They are missing
Yeah.
Shaq Thompson back there.
No,
Yeah.
you're completely correct on that because it was like that. I think the last touchdown they had, I mean, he just took off and he was gone. There was no, like even the linebacker was just like, I'm going this way. What the fuck's going on? Like everybody's blitzing or something. So
well, going back to the defense, I think we all agree the defense played well.
yeah, despite what Rule said.
Supposedly today, Rule made some comment about having the players that we have on defense. We shouldn't never lose that game or lose the lead we had. And there was a lot of people on Twitter that were like, "What in the hell is he talking about?" Justin, you brought it up. You talked about it.
Yeah, I kind of agree with it to an extent.
Right.
Like, if you got a defense like ours,
Mm-hmm.
obviously you want to believe that they can hold a lead
Right.
going into the fourth. But at the same time, like, your offense has to help the defense at some point.
Right.
We've had those games where it's 9-3 and you're like, oh, the defense is playing great, but in the fourth it gets tired and your offense hasn't done shit.
Right.
Like,
Well,
they
that-
got to help a little bit.
Well, see, that was my point. Was like they played great for what almost 44 minutes,
Right.
and then all of a sudden the last 5, that's when they fuck up. You
Well,
know?
I mean, one of the stats I saw today was Carolina's defense ranks 24th in opponent starting field position. I mean, it said, in other words, they play a bit of a disadvantage on field position, and they still ranking in the top 10 in most categories.
All right.
So that gives you a little bit of a perspective of how well they are playing.
Right.
Yeah. And how bad our special teams
The
are.
block punt was atrocious. That is the one thing in that particular. If you punt that ball and you pin them back in that situation, I think Carolina wins that game.
Right.
And yet you give up a block punt at that point in the game. How does that happen? It can't happen.
Yeah, it can't. I mean, I didn't see the whole game. Obviously, I was working, but there was a couple punts where I saw where he was almost at the line of scrimmage before he was kicking the ball. He's
Well,
like
and
5 yards away from the line of
There were
scrimmage.
people talking about that yesterday, about him taking too long, taking too many steps to punt the ball. In that particular situation, though, it should have been reiterated, hey, here's the game situation. Hey, man, we got to get this punt out quick. And that wasn't the case. I mean, the guy came through untouched, and the punter took forever to punt the ball.
Right.
So it was just a bad recipe, man, and you saw what happened. I mean, you put the defense in a bad situation with a mobile quarterback.
Right.
So, I mean, I hear what Rule's saying. I don't necessarily agree with it, but the offense did not help the defense out yesterday.
No, but not at all.
No.
I mean, I get we were leading 15-3 at half. And
15-6, I think it was.
yeah, so like I get what he's saying, but like they played good for 95% of the game.
Right.
They got gassed. They got hurt.
They got 2 turnovers in a row for the second week in a row, and we didn't do anything with them.
Right.
Two turnovers back to back, and didn't do anything with those.
And
turnovers.
I'm pretty sure Donald threw a pick right after we got the Dante's pick. Like,
so defense is doing their job.
What can you do?
In my opinion, defense is doing their job.
I think that you do have to capitalize on that safety situation though.
How do you not fall on that?
I feel like you could have picked that up easy
How do you not fall on that ball?
Yeah.
because Jalen Hurts wasn't even near it.
No.
Like
We had like what 12 people around.
Yeah, as I said, literally the whole fucking team was around it.
Yeah.
And somehow it gets pushed out of bounds. Like,
I
what the
mean,
hell?
I just that was another one, man. I guess it just wasn't meant to be, guys.
Yeah.
But that was pretty ugly.
Yeah.
Would you say it was a collapse
Yeah.
to an extent?
A little bit.
I mean, the block punt to me was the determining factor of that game.
I mean, that is all the morale that we had, all the
Right.
momentum we
Right.
even though it was small was gone.
Because until that point, the Eagles could not move the ball.
No, that's
the
what I
first
said.
quarter.
You-
I don't have the stats in front of me. The first half.
At one point, they had more penalty yards than they did
They-
total
Oh,
yards.
absolutely.
They
But-
had
but we did
88 first half yards on offense.
So there was a streaker in the third quarter. I don't know if you guys all
He gained
caught that
20.
part.
He gained 20.
Well, so one of the comments was the streaker just gained more yards in 32 seconds than the Eagles have in the first 2 quarters.
Bingo.
Damn.
And we lose this game.
And it was 3 and out. Maybe
Yeah.
they'd get a first down, but then they were out.
Well,
Yeah.
guys, it is one game, and
We're still 3-2.
the way I see it is
Happy about that.
one of the things that I kept saying to my wife leaving yesterday is let's just assume, let's play the assume game. Let's assume that Philly does keep winning, and they stay on pace with us. They got the tiebreaker on us now.
Yep.
And that's what's going to come back and haunt us later in the season if Philly keeps winning. Just like you have Minnesota coming in this week. That's a game we've got to win. It's
Yeah.
an NFC team. We've got to win, and we're at home. We've got to hold serve.
Yeah, and they're a tough team too.
Yeah, it's not going to we're a 1-point favorite right now.
Is that what it is? I haven't seen the
It
line.
was even going into
Yeah.
this morning. I saw this afternoon we're a 1-point favorite.
and that's probably because we cut Rodney Smith,
Well,
and
they were like-
McCaffrey's coming back.
and that singles what?
Yep.
What, Justin?
McCaffrey.
Maybe he's coming back. Plus, you get 3 points just for being at home.
Nah.
And
Yeah.
Vegas gives you 3
Yeah,
for being
that
at home.
home field advantage.
So if you do the math, that's kind of Minnesota's advantage.
Yeah.
So
If that offense plays like they did this
Yeah.
past Sunday, then we'll get blown out.
we're gonna be in trouble.
Mhm.
Even like you said, Steven, even with
With Cook being out.
Cook being out,
Yeah.
because Madison's looked good.
Yeah, that's what I'm scared about is they have good offensive scheme.
Yeah.
So if a player like Dalvin Cook goes out,
Right.
somebody just steps in. Look what happens.
But they do have Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, and he's played well.
Right, but he will throw a pick.
He will. Just if you put pressure on him, that's the biggest thing.
Got to get pressure.
We gotta get pressure on him.
So Burns, we need you.
Yeah, Burns, Reddick.
yeah, Brian, I'm not hating on you, big guy. I need you, dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
But yeah, the Vikings are gonna be a tough team. It's gonna be. There's a lot of storylines with that game. McCaffrey coming back. Does Dalvin Cook play? Does Shaq play?
Yep.
Yeah,
because he's week to week.
Yeah, he's week to week. The guys see how he does this week. We're coming in 3-2. They're coming in 2-3. So I'd like to see how we stack up with that offense. Defensive wise, they have good players on every level.
Right.
But I think we can match up with them well.
Yeah.
It's defensive wise.
Yeah.
And the last true running back we played against was Zeke, and look what happened.
And that wasn't fun.
No.
Yeah.
And Cook's on a different level than Zeke, in my opinion.
Zeke's
So-
played well this year.
Well, he has, but Cook's on a different level than Zeke.
Yep.
Cook's good.
Yeah.
Good.
When healthy, Cook is a top.
3.
Well, he's
running
kind
back.
of like a McCaffrey. He's going to catch a lot of passes out of the backfield.
He's the closest thing to
I
McCaffrey.
mean, he is.
I don't know about
And Dalvin's good,
Kamara
man.
is.
Well, and probably so, but
Yeah.
they're all in that same.
I don't think Kamara can run like McCaffrey.
But I mean, I would put those 3 in the same category. They,
Yeah.
catching balls out of the backfield.
I'd put Chuba up there before
Um,
Kamara.
No, I don't know
Or
about that
not Chuba. Chubb.
Oh, okay.
No,
I was
Chubb-
my
Chubb's
bad,
good
my
too.
bad.
yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say okay. I'll give you that one. Chuba.
But
I was like,
yeah,
oh,
my
shit.
bad.
But
Bold prediction.
Would you guys? I would. Would you guys call this a must-win?
Oh, it has to be. We have to get.
It's got to be.
We got to get the training back on track.
Yeah.
It's got to be. Because then the following week we go to New York, right? Giants.
I think so.
Is that right?
I think so.
And
I'll look
hey,
it up.
That's a must win.
I mean, you got to have that one, and they're banged up. We talked about how they had a bunch of injuries yesterday,
Yeah.
so. But we got to take care of what's in front of us, which is the Vikings. We got to win that game.
And then they average about, and this hasn't updated with the new week, but they average about 22 points a game. Our defense is about 17 points a game.
Yep.
So we should be able to shut them down. We gotta get pressure on Cousins.
Yeah.
And if we can shut down Cook and or Madison, that's gonna be the biggest thing.
Yeah, and you were talking about their points scored. Their defense is giving up about the same.
Yeah.
20, 21 points. And they're coming off a win against the Lions, a last-minute field goal.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, win's a win.
Yeah, I mean, and poor Lions. I mean, I don't really delve
And,
too much into that.
I felt so far with their coach yesterday,
Yeah.
man.
They lost. They're like the first team in NFL history to lose by a 50-yard field goal while time expires
Yeah, something
in
like
NFL
that.
history.
Did y'all see that stat about the Browns yesterday?
Oh,
They're the first team to lose with 500 yards of total offense,
400
scoring
yards
42 points.
and 0 turnovers.
And 0 turnovers.
Yeah,
Or something like that. I was like, oh, how do they find these stats?
yeah.
You know, so.
But the biggest thing going back to the Vikings is keeping Cousins uncomfortable.
Yep.
Honestly, because we know he folds.
Yeah.
We know he does.
Yeah.
So he really reminds me of like a, I don't know what I'm trying to say, like somebody, Romo, kind of like a Romo.
Yeah.
When he's good, he's good. When he sucks, he sucks.
Yeah.
So
You like that?
yeah, you like that? Yeah. So that's when he played for the Washington football team.
What?
What the fuck did you say? What the fuck did you say? But yeah, we really need to kind of keep him comfortable and then keeping Cook or Madison in check. I mean, what do y'all think?
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
Yeah. I would agree with that. I think a lot of people are going to look at at Justin Jefferson and being the guy we need to stop.
right.
I think Adam Thielen is the guy we need to stop. Dude.
Hey, and a lot of people might not remember this. That's a guy we cut.
Oh, I did not.
Did y'all know that?
I did not know that.
Thielen
we
was
had
in
Thielen.
our training camp years ago, and we cut him.
Was he really?
Yes, we cut him.
I didn't know that at all.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
look it up.
Wow.
Cut the guy
Chris,
with
get
the
on it.
receivers we used to have.
Chris, Google it
Hey,
right now.
with the
Google
receivers
it.
we used to have, that Cam used to have,
Yeah.
And you let Thielen go.
we cut this guy.
Wow.
So,
I just think-
trivia: who's the first Panthers player ever cut?
Bill Goldberg.
It was. You're right.
Goldberg. Ended up playing for the Falcons, I think.
Fuck 'em. But anyways, yeah, I really think the Dante versus Jefferson matchup is about to be.
It's gonna be a good one.
It's about to be a matchup right there.
And that's two LSU guys,
Yeah, there.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that'd be something to watch.
I mean, I think Dante's gonna probably stick to Jefferson. Like, do you not think so?
probably.
I'm a Jefferson, a little bigger guy, but
Yeah, I would think Dante's on him, and then you got
Boye probably
mean,
on Thielen.
if Henderson plays a little more,
Probably.
I would put Henderson
Yeah.
on Thielen.
Yeah.
Because AJ is playing
Right.
the nickel.
Yeah, true.
That's true.
So
Yep.
if
Maybe-
Henderson is playing more,
Yeah. And he you would think he would be.
yeah, I mean this would be his third game. Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, on defensive wise, I got a bold prediction
Go.
for our defense.
Go.
Your man, Brian Burns,
Okay.
2 or more sacks
Ooh,
is
let's
my
go.
bold prediction.
Please do.
And Chris, we didn't even tell you this.
Get 'em.
We do bold predictions for offense and defense, and then the final score, what you think is going to happen.
Yeah.
And we should have told you that pre-show.
So that's what, start thinking. Start thinking about
So-
what you got.
And you can
But
do
we don't give a fuck.
And you can do player wise, team wise.
We try to
something
do
like that.
we try to do an offense, a defense, and then final score.
Yeah, final score.
Don't tell us the final score until we go
Yeah,
back
we wait
around.
and do that. We,
So we'll go around the horn and do defense now
Right.
because I started with it. Then we'll do offense, and then we'll do a final score.
Yeah.
Who's
your offense?
I'm not gonna tell you. You got to do defense
He
first.
did defense.
You want me?
We already
You
did
go.
defense.
You go.
No, it's your
Oh,
defense.
you want me to do defense?
Yeah, do it.
Oh boy. All right, I'll tell you what. Since I called him out, I'll go Burns too.
That's a cop out.
I'm gonna go Burns. No, I'm gonna try to motivate this guy.
Alright.
Burns gets a pick.
Oh, okay. Oh,
And it's
my
A
my
pick.
my nipples just got hard.
He gets a
has
pick.
He has 2+ sacks. A
He
pick.
He gets a pick.
My nipples are hard. Let's
All
go.
right, there we go. That's
right,
my
Justin.
defense.
all right. I got AJ Boye getting his first pick.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll try to give Chris a little more time because we kind of threw this at him.
You're good.
Well, just think about it.
Hassan Reddick
Mm-hmm.
pulls further ahead in his friendly competition with Brian Burns and gets another 2 sacks
Ooh.
on whatever Burns gets. Defensive line's going to eat. They're going
Okay.
to eat this week.
Okay,
Okay.
gotcha. Gotcha.
So Chris has got Reddick
Yep.
and the defensive line eating.
What are they eating?
They're going to eat our offensive line.
Burgers.
So Reddick at least 2 sacks or 2 more than what Brian Burns has.
He will have 2 more than whatever Burns.
So
has
you
on
said
us.
he's going to have 2.
2 more.
So he's going to have 4.
He's gonna have 4.
than Burns.
Did you hear the math? Can you believe we added that?
Yeah.
2-4. Hey,
You have
score.
a calculator in front of
Can
me.
I do a score update real
Sure,
quick?
yeah, go ahead.
Hornets lead at half, 53-47.
Wow.
Nice.
Go preseason.
Bridges 13 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist at half, and look at our boy. No,
Booknight?
no, not Booknight.
Oh, come on.
Oh my God, that's your boy. Pronounce that one for me.
Bam. I know it's Bam. That's all I know.
Well, I tell you what, we'll just.
That's
That's Miami's guy. We don't care about him.
Miami's center. Bam.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ben Adebayo?
Adebayo, he's
Yeah.
got 14.
Oh.
We don't care about him. And Bridges still has not given us an update on the rap song. Okay, go
No.
ahead.
Oh, we got another update. Boston and
Oh,
Tampa.
what's the
5 to
update?
1, bottom of the 5th.
And who would be leading that?
Boston.
Okay. Offense, Steven.
Offense. As a team, we're gonna have 300 yards passing and 100 yards rushing.
400 total.
I like that.
Okay.
Get it, Dougie.
All right, I got Trimble right last week. I had to throw that in.
Yeah,
First receiving touchdown.
And he got it.
he did.
Yeah. And I sent you guys a video.
Yep.
Still got it, right?
It's distorted, but
Okay. Yeah, there was Eagle fans in the way. I'm going to say offensively, Christian is going to return,
okay.
and he's going to have 100 yards rushing.
Ooh.
Touchdown, rushing, and receiving.
So 100 yards rushing and then a rushing touchdown and a receiving touchdown.
2 touchdowns, 1 rushing,
Okay.
1 receiving.
Okay. I'll one up you, Doug.
All right.
Christian McCaffrey comes back and
Fucking
get.
cop outs.
I have it written down.
He does. He has it written. I didn't see it.
200 total yards, 3 total touchdowns.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Robbie Anderson
Oh, boy.
responds.
Let's get
His
it. Okay.
first 100-yard game as a Panther.
Mm-hmm.
2 touchdowns.
Ooh.
Okay.
One of those will be over 50 yards.
All right.
Okay.
So 100 yards.
So we're going to give him time
Two
to throw it
TDs.
downfield.
Yes.
Which
Okay.
is good because Peterson's probably going to be on DJ.
Probably.
So I
Probably.
don't know who their number 2 is. but-
Breland.
Yeah.
Rashawn Breland.
Oh yeah, he's fucked.
That's some sound. Did you hear that?
He's fucked.
All right, cool. All right, so on
All right,
record.
Score predictions.
All right.
Am I going first again?
Yep.
Yeah, man.
All right. So we're getting a dub. We're bouncing back.
Okay.
23-20.
Let's get it.
23-20. Like it.
Get it, Doug.
We get the W,
I swear to God, Doug, if you say the
but
same
it's
thing-
not going to be like, most of us would be pissed off and we'll say, oh, we're going to blow them out. I agree with Steven. I think it's going to be a close game.
Mhm.
I'm going 27-20.
I was waiting for 24-20.
27-20.
Well, we're all kind of close here, unless Chris just says some crazy number. But
73 to nothing.
175.
159-0.
Mercy roll. Mercy roll.
I got us winning 23-17.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to complete the homer takes here in 27-13.
Okay.
27-13.
Oh, I like that one.
And Chris, I have your bold predictions written down. We'll call you out on episode 12.
What do I win if I'm right?
A big old kiss on the cheek.
A free stall.
Yeah.
Dang. But not. I mean, one thing about us, Chris, we talk about is Justin kind of, I don't know, he kind of said last week he might pick against us one week just to do it.
Yeah.
But we said,
Oh,
you
it's
really,
gonna happen.
you really think we're going to pick against us? I
Yeah.
mean, we're not. But yeah, so that's our picks. We're picking. We're going to get a rebound. We're going to go 4-2, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And we must win.
It is a must win.
It's a must win. So, all right, Panthers. So get it together and come on. And you Panther fans, don't sell your tickets this week, please. I don't want to see purple.
If you're going to sell them to me for $1.
Yeah, there you go. I like that.
$1. And a double cheeseburger from McDonald's.
Mm, no,
And a hug.
Burger King.
Burger King. Okay, Burger King. There we go. Tech guy like that. Hey, that's a plug.
Yeah. McDonald's and Burger King.
Sponsor us right
Sponsor. There you
Sponsors
go.
right now.
All right, so we're going to shout outs.
And dollar bills.
Shout outs.
now. Shout
Brothers love
out.
us. What?
Shout outs.
Yeah, shout outs.
All right, I'm going to go last on shout outs. Is that okay?
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Can I go last?
That's fine.
Okay. All right. Take it away, guys.
All right. I guess I'll go first.
Go first.
I got to shout out Brad from Terrapin.
Yep.
So me and Justin and a friend of the show, Mark, were up at Max Speed Shop this past week to watch the Braves' first playoff game. We lost, but we were cheering. Brad came over. He was a rep for Terrapin. You know, he really greeted us, gave us some stickers, bought us a beer. Really loved their energy. So, Brad, I know you started following us that night. We appreciate you. Thank you for the free beer. Thank you for the stickers. You the man. I got two more after this. Landon, he is one of the guys in mine and Justin's fantasy league. He gave me the worst loss I've ever had in fantasy football.
It happens, man.
Dude, 60 points.
Oh, my God.
So, Landon, I'm shouting you out, buddy. That was the worst ass kicking you ever had in Mark's league. Again, friend of the show. Kicked my ass. I couldn't do anything. Like, literally, it was done.
So, Steven, I would rather lose like that than I lost last week in our league.
Yeah, true.
I lost by 0.4 of a point.
True. Yeah.
So, I'd rather get blown out.
I don't know, man. I hate that fucking shellacking.
It is what it is.
But then Sarah in the Lake Norman League with us, all of us in it, you know, she's up by 10 right now with the Monday night game to go, and she has Hollywood Brown and Baltimore's defense, so hopefully they lose. But anyways, Sarah, you did a good game. You might kick my ass this week, so I'll take 2 ass kickings. So it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Love you, baby.
Yeah, I'll go. That's fine. No.
Go, Justin.
Yeah, shout out to Brad though. He was pretty cool.
Did I steal that one?
No.
Oh, okay.
We had the same thing going, so I'm just gonna shout him out. Take that. I'm gonna shout out what I normally shout out. Tech guy over here and Silent Manager. They help us out with everything.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate it. We all do.
Yeah.
I know we all do.
Hell yeah.
Tech guy busts his ass over here on this little laptop, and
You know, we doubled the salary last week.
we did.
Oh, wow.
It's double zero now.
Yeah, 2 times 0 is still 0.
Yeah. And I also want to thank Chris
Yeah.
for coming on.
Yep.
So
Was it that bad, Chris?
No, it was fun.
Not too bad.
It's been fun.
But he is our first.
He is.
Hey.
Pop the cherry.
Atta boy.
and I got one more, guys.
Go.
Today is my mom's birthday.
Hey, was waiting on that.
There we
I
go.
wasn't going to say it.
All right.
Commence the singing.
Justin's mom has got it going on. Dun, dun, dun. Justin's mom has got it going on. Dun, dun, dun.
Happy birthday, Mom. I love you.
Happy birthday, Grace.
Happy birthday.
Love you too. You're my second mama.
All right, Chris, you got any shout-outs?
I do. I want to shout out all the volunteers at the Roaring Riot tailgate.
Hey.
So without all the volunteers, it's going to be a hard show to put on. 10 to 15 volunteers for each the 3 home games, pouring beers, selling tickets. We love you guys. Keep pounding.
Yep. And they couldn't do it without him, man. It was a big tailgate. There was a lot of Eagles fans in there too.
Well, I knew the game was going to be bad. We had all the people brought their friends in, but hey, it is what it is.
Hey,
it's all for charity. So
it is what it is. All right, couple shout outs for me. Real quickly, I meant to do this last week. I helped coach with my brother and my nephews on the team at East Lincoln Optimist. We coach 13 to 15-year-old Babe Ruth, and our team, we are 6-0. We play 10 games in the regular season. If we win tomorrow night, we wrap up the regular season. So shout those guys out, and my nephew Payne, I believe he leads the team in hitting. The guy, he definitely hits the ball. So shout out my guys. Another shout out I want to do, and this is something that if you're up on social media and you're seeing any of our sites, we've kind of changed our logos over to pink this week. Want to shout out my wife, who is a breast cancer survivor, which will be and in December to be 10 years.
Wow.
And we've gotten some wristbands and some stickers. We're pinking out
Hell yeah.
for breast cancer awareness in October. We want to shout her out, love her.
Yep.
Trooper I saw her go through what she went through, and she went through like a champ. If I ever get anything, I've always said, man, she set the bar real high. I just need to shut up.
Yeah.
But love her, man, and we wanted to show some support to her. And CSR has gone pink this week. I mean, this whole
This
month.
yeah.
And so what we're going to do is we are going to sell our wristbands and our stickers. We're going to have all proceeds go to the Susan G. Coleman.
Yeah, definitely.
And we're going to set up links where you can go buy a wristband or sticker And you can donate. We're going to set up all kinds of links on our social media sites.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely. And just, when you do it, just hit us up on social media. We're going to try to figure out all the small details, and we'll make a post when we do that. Like Doug said, to his wife, kudos to you. We love you. You're a survivor. You're awesome. You're the champ.
All breast cancer
Yeah,
survivors.
exactly.
as well.
I'm just giving her the kudos.
yeah,
to her, but-
anybody affected.
definitely.
Anybody.
But all proceeds will go to them. Like we're not trying to make a buck
No,
or something
not
like
at all.
this. Is not a
Not at all.
stunt. We're giving it all to them. So we're going pink.
We are, and I love it too. They look great,
Yep, they do.
and I'm really glad we did these.
Yep.
Teresa, we love you, and I'm really glad. I'm happy we're doing this.
Yeah.
This is
Yep.
awesome.
Yep.
And we didn't want to tell her about it, so it was kind of cool when we did it tonight. They're unveiling and everything. So, hey, that's what it's all about, guys. Remembering those that are affected by unfortunate situations like that. So, Stephen, we talked about your dad, before. So, hey, we're three guys sitting around at the bar, but we have feelings too.
Yeah.
And we look out for our people.
Yeah, we don't cry, but there's allergies sometimes.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. So, hey, we hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. We got into a lot of stuff, but hey, again, hit it. Justin hit it on all of our formats again.
All of them. We got Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all of it. Facebook,
MySpace,
Craigslist.
MySpace.
MySpace. Yeah.
You can send a damn
Reddit.
message in a bottle and we'll get back to you. I swear to God.
Text a friend.
A dove.
Yeah.
But
But no, please keep following us there. Share our stuff. Keep liking. We love y'all. We really appreciate the love and everything. So, yeah, guys.
and we do appreciate all the support we've gotten from the friends of the shows, who have been listening.
Yeah.
And have told us, hey, I've been telling this person's interested. So, guys, we really appreciate it. And Chris, again, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for everything you do.
Thanks for having me.
You put up with us, and I think that's a job in itself.
Yeah.
So yeah, we really appreciate you coming on, man. So that's it for this episode 11, guys. We're rolling right along. But again, don't forget, we are going to put out the information for the wristbands and stickers in support of breast cancer research.
Yep.
So all right, guys, we're going to do our final.
We never taught Chris the outro.
Oh yeah, that's right, we didn't.
He's about to get it right now.
Got it? Okay.
You know what? We know what it is. So on 3, guys, we're going to do it. Hey, we got to get a win this week, right?
Yep.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Keep pounding, baby.